Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother and sister, it's a pleasure again to be involved in celebrating this amazing times coming upon us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless all of us with Ramadan,
Ameen.
fasting and qiyam and praying on time in jama'ah, fill our home with happiness and ease. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless us with success and make us grateful. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, just being grateful, just saying Alhamdulillah, it will fill the scale of our good deeds. So it's absolutely unprecedented time we live in. It's really the wildest imagination could not have come to that, what reality is. The smallest of small things, macroscopic creation of Allah, it causes the richest city in the world to have mass grave, New York. Mass grave in New York. They put body in trucks, freezer. They carry dead body with a forklift. This is being in New York is a dream of all the rich and famous and smart and intelligent, and people, envy them. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us grateful and thankful. The worst thing about this disease is just, may Allah protect us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give the Jannah to those who pass away with this disease from the Ummah.
Ameen.
It's just the deprivation of the loved one around you to comfort you is one of the worst thing. I just read a doctor from the US. He's in the hospitals at the moment, running around treating people. And when the bleeps came on him, he rushed to the place, and he find a Muslim brother also. He's keeping taking the mask off his face, the old man. He's keeping taking. So the doctor kind of put all the PPE, all this vocabulary we never heard about, the PPE and the, the isolations and the bubbles and flooding, all this stuff that is very new for us. So the doctor runs inside after getting ready as much as he could, and is kind of telling him, you have to have the mask on. And the man speak to him back in Urdu. An old man, he doesn't speak English. Normally these people rely on somebody to translate for them from the families, but family not allowed. Lucky the doctor speaks Urdu, so he spoke to him, and the man started to cry and said to him, I don't understand anything. Everybody speak, I don't understand what they say. Every time they put the mask on my face, I feel suffocated with the mask. I want to take it off. So the doctor kind of set him up and comforted him and make him to breathe in a rhythmic way. Then he put the mask on. But of course, the bleeps went on again and have to rush somewhere else and somewhere else. So this doctor is yelling at all of us and said, just appreciate being alive. Just being grateful for being alive, for having family around, for not being infected with this disease. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect us. Everything, all houses, jobs, money, car, things you can buy, but you can't buy family, you can't buy love, you can't buy dignity. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make us from the people of Jannah. So Ramadan is the month that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala puts us in practice. It's not just talks, it's not just seeing the hungry, it's being hungry ourselves. It's not just seeing the deprived. We deprive ourselves of food and drinks and sleep as an act of worship. And this is the only act of worship that humans are doing on the face of the earth for the sake of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. They do everything else, they pray to idol, they sacrifice to idols, they go around idols, they travel even to idols. But nobody on the face of the earth fast for 12 hours a day or more, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us the best Ramadan. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, accept us in it. And it's a great blessing to be alive, to witness the month of Ramadan. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to pray. The Prophet Muhammad himself sallallahu alaihi wasallam used to pray, oh Allah, Allahumma balighna Ramadan. Make me witness another month of Ramadan. Make me live to witness another blessing. Okay, just get me the mouse. I can mute everybody. All right, I'm gonna start the presentation, inshallah, now. So I'm just turning my video off and just mute everybody. All right, so Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, we're starting with this presentation about the month of Ramadan first, and then we'll talk about fasting. So just muting everyone. So Ramadan, of course, we all know Ramadan is the month that the Quran was revealed. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that in Surah Al-Baqarah, شهر رمضان الذي أنزل فيه القرآن. That actually there's a hadith that the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said all the holy books were revealed in Ramadan. The scripture of the Prophet Ibrahim alayhi salatu wasalam, Suhuf is called Suhuf Ibrahim, was revealed in the first of Ramadan. The Torah of Musa alayhi salatu wasalam was revealed in the first week, the 6th of Ramadan. The Injil, the one that was given to Isa alayhi salatu wasalam, the 13th of Ramadan. The Quran came in the 25th of Ramadan. And how did they come? They came into the dunya, so the whole Quran, everything of it, all the 6,300 or 237 ayahs came to the dunya, and then they came over the 23 years to resolve and to answer questions and to fit the situation. So it's a month that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala honored with all this revelation, and we were gonna witness one of this month. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept from us. Another one, of course, we all know Ramadan has in it is a night. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says better than 1,000 months in Surah Al-Qadr. Yeah, Allah is saying better. So it's not 1,000 months, it's way better than 1,000 months. It can be million months. And the smallest value is more than 84 years. It's like a lifetime of goodness, lifetime of piety, lifetime of worship at stake coming up very soon for us. Ramadan is the month of forgiveness. Subhanallah. It's month of forgiveness. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala forgives in Ramadan all sins. The Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, from Ramadan to Ramadan, all your sins forgiving. If somebody if this is the first Ramadan for somebody, all the previous mistakes are forgiven if Allah accepted this Ramadan. So it's a huge gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to witness it. So make istighfar, make tawbah, turn to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, speak to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, reflect on the blessings, and look, if Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says this month is for forgiveness, no matter what sins you're making, don't worry, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will forgive. Allah says, Inna Allah yaghfiru az-zunuba jami'a. Allah forgive surely all sins, all of it, no exceptions. If Allah was willing to forgive Fir'aun, if Allah was willing to forgive and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam make dua for Abu Jahl, subhanallah. So don't ever have a thought in your mind says, oh yes, Ramadan for those righteous pious people. No, Ramadan is for everyone. Look at this. The Prophet ﷺ said, from the first night of Ramadan, the gates of Jannah, the gates of paradise are open. Why would Allah open Jannah? Subhanallah. Allah is opening all the gates, and the Prophet is saying all of it. All the gates of Jannah are open. Why? Why would somebody open the palace? Why would somebody open the house? Why would somebody open Jannah? Jannah with all the pleasure, with all the goodness of it, with all the beauty. Every single gate is open. Not only that, all the gates of punishment is closed. So Allah is telling, look, I am not going to punish you. Come on, Jannah is open. Welcome, come in. Come in. That's what the idea is. Because the next statement of this is just one part of the saying of the Prophet ﷺ. The next statement he says, there is a caller every single night of Ramadan saying, Ya baghi al-khayr aqbil, Ya baghi al-shar aqsir, seeker of good deeds. The gates of Jannah open, come. Any good deeds. And the Prophet ﷺ saying, good deeds, you know what's good deeds? Just saying salam is a good deed. Smile is a good deed. Zikr, subhanallah, is a good deed. Is an act of charity. The Prophet ﷺ is saying, Al-kalima at-tayyiba sadaqa. Just good word, it's written as an act of charity. So Ramadan is just around the corner. It's less than 2 weeks away. And Jannah, can you imagine? Jannah, paradise, with all its amazing gifts are ready for the taking, ready for the giving. The next part, the Prophet ﷺ is saying, Umrah, look at this, and then you can measure on that every other good deed. Umrah in Ramadan is like Hajj with the Prophet ﷺ. So everything is multiplied. A normal rak'ah in Ramadan, a normal ayah in Ramadan, a normal sadaqah in Ramadan, a normal tasbih in Ramadan, a normal good deeds in Ramadan is not the same like any other time. It's multiplied, is multiplied. So absolutely, in 1 hour you can sit in Ramadan and read and listen to Quran and listen to scholars or pray or make dhikr or make dua. It is our time and we need it desperately. You will never know what will happen in next Ramadan. If this Ramadan brought this, calamity to the whole planet, may Allah protect us and protect our family and protect our countries and protect the Ummah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So Ramadan is the month that dua is accepted. The Prophet ﷺ said there is types of people that their dua will never be rejected. And from them, among them, is the fasting people. When during fasting, while we're breaking our fast, while having suhoor, between prayer, between azan and iqamah, and brothers, do azan, do iqamah at home, do jama'ah at home, you get the same reward. You get the same reward, even more reward, inshallah, because the struggle, because the difficulties, because of the whatever we're going through. So this is the month where we raise our hand, and don't put your expectation. Put Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala's wisdom in front. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will answer your dua in a way that is best for all of us. Make dua for the community, make dua for the ummah, make dua for your parents, make dua for families. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala inspire us. I said before, Umar ibn al-Khattab was so close to the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. The Prophet said, if there is any other prophets after me, would be Umar. But there is no prophet, I'm the last one. So Umar was so close to the Prophet, and Umar told us, I am not worried about the answer. I'm worried about making dua. That's all. My responsibility, my job is to raise my hand to make dua. The answer is coming. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala promised that He will answer in a way that suits and befits His Majesty subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it is the month of dua. Every day, as I said, during fasting, at time breaking fast, in the evening, when we wake up for suhoor, the Prophet ﷺ said, this part of suhoor at night, Allah is closest to human being. The closest Allah gets to human being, Allah Himself gets closer to human being just before Fajr time. And this is the time we all up, waking up to have suhoor. And of course, suhoor is, the Prophet ﷺ said, Inna Allah wa malaikatahu yusalluna ala al-mutasahhirin. Allah and all His angels are blessing those who are having suhoor. So setting the alarm and waking up for suhoor, it's a sunnah, it's a blessed meal. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentioned us by name, and it is time for making dua. So don't miss it, inshallah. Don't miss it. Even, subhanallah, even if you're not fasting because of any reason, just wake up with the family, wake up for that, few minutes, make the dua and pray your fajr, inshallah. So this was a few slides about Ramadan. Now about fasting itself, the act of ibadah, fasting. The Prophet ﷺ said, as-sawmu junnah. Junnah means a shield, protection. It will protect us from any punishment. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala protect all of us. The Prophet ﷺ is saying that whoever fast, because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not tell us how much reward is Ramadan. He says, fasting is for me, I will reward it. Even the angels don't know. Even the angels who record the good deeds and the bad deeds, they don't know how much is our fasting worth. So the Prophet ﷺ, kind of trying to get it closer to how to understand and reflect, he told us, whoever fasts single day, one day, Not Ramadan, just a normal day, Monday, Thursday, in the middle of the month, 3 days, yeah, one day, Sunnah. Allah will push the hellfire, the punishment, away from him or from her 70 years away. Subhanallah. You know, they told us this social distance is keeping your bubble 2 meters away from your enemy, the virus. You keep 2 meters away from the enemies. They keep, they lock all the borders, they close all the airports to keep this horrible enemy away. Hellfire is worse than that. And Allah's not keeping 2 meters, He's keeping it 70 years for every day. And in Ramadan, this is multiplied. That's what's at stake. So the act of ibadah, yes, we go through difficulty. Yes, we get headache during the day, lack of energy, missing our coffee, missing the water, missing the food. All this, it is for that. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala can see. And He subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the angels, look at that. Look how they deprive themselves of what they like. For my sake, I promise you, I'll give them what they need. One of the great companions of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, his name is Jabir radiallahu anhu. He said, of course, fasting is not just about food and drink. Yeah, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, إذا كان صوم يوم أحدكم فلا يرفث ولا يفسق. If in a fasting day you're not behaving like any other day, you don't yell, or scream, or speak vulgar, or watch stuff. Because yes, we can protect ourselves from the corona by social distances, coronavirus. But there is virus online which is worse than corona. There is virus on YouTubes and Facebook and social media that can destroy our heart, our faith, our iman. So as we protect ourselves from physical sickness, we need to protect ourselves and our family also from spiritual sickness. So the Prophet ﷺ said, من لم يدع قول الزور والعمل به والجهل فليس لله حاجة أن يدع طعامه وشرابه. So whoever doesn't stop his behavior, her behavior, from getting angry, getting emotional, yelling, screaming, shouting, cursing, cussing, all this, lying, cheating, is not befitting a Muslim. In Ramadan especially, because this is the month of revelation. It's the month that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala watches human beings and see how they act. It's the month the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, used to spend the whole night prayer with the Sahaba and all his families. So this Sahabi says to us, if you fast, let your hearing also fast. You can't be hearing silly stuff. You can't be hearing the normal thing that may Allah protect us and our families. You can't be watching the stuff online. You can't be speaking this language. You can't be texting it. If you fast, your whole body need to fast. Your heart, your mind, your behaviors. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala give us good character. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make this the best Ramadan for all of us. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala help us all to witness Ramadan and to have the best, inshallah, with our families, to have the best Ramadan. Simple Ramadan, but it's full of memories, full of, getting together as family, sit together, read some Quran, sit together, make dua, pray together, make azan, make iqama, make jama'ah, pray. You don't have to pray for the whole, juz for Taraweeh. You can pray with 2 lines. You can pray with Qul Huwallahu Ahad. Brothers, sisters, the Prophet ﷺ said, Qul Huwallahu Ahad is the third of the whole Quran. If some of us don't know much of the Quran, try to memorize the last 3 surah, the last page of the Quran. If you can't memorize the last page, just memorize Qul Huwallahu Ahad and stand up and pray with it and read it 5, 10 times, standing, then make ruku', make sujood, get up again and read it 5, 10 times. Wallahi, if you have the heart, if you sincere, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will accept from you better than those who read the whole Quran but they don't have the heart. Yeah. So don't lose hope and don't say this Ramadan will be difficult, this Ramadan will be, it will be different. It will be difficult for some of us. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will not deprive us of something we used to, of something we loved, going to the masjid, having iftar, having gathering, and will not reward us. It's not befitting. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the most generous. He will look after us. He will protect us. He will, as the Prophet ﷺ said, Jannah gates are open. You know, this is the opportunity now for us. It's the month that we make dua and Allah answered the dua. It's the month that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, I will send Jibreel, the best angel, all the angels to witness us and to watch us and be, you know, make dua for us and bless us. It's coming around the corner. So just make preparation from now, get ready from now, have the family around from now, and started to plan that yes, inshallah, this Ramadan will be a special Ramadan. This Ramadan we will have the best Ramadan ever as community and as family, inshallah. Jazakumullah khair.